Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick on the run mommy makeup tutorial for you. I'm gonna start right away because in mommy world, that's how it goes. We don't have time to talk, no time for introductions. Let's put on some primer. Today I'm using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And I'm just gonna do a quick on the areas on my face that usually rub off. So the nose, cheeks, forehead, chin, especially right now with the mask wearing. I just have a mini of it, but they do sell this in a larger format. So I'm going to be using my Rodan & Fields Radiant Defense. This is in shade Shell, sorry. Also using my Rodan & Fields brush. It's a little on the dirty side, but that's okay. It happens. So I'm just gonna put on the back of the hand because once again, in a hurry. This already has SPF in it, but of course I already did my skincare routine, which also contains SPF. This is just the quick, gotta rush, but I also don't wanna look too rushed. I wanna look refreshed and awake. I have slightly tanned since purchasing this product. So I'm thinking I could probably go a shade warmer, but you'll notice that as it sits on the skin, it's gonna start to change just slightly. And it'll just kind of melt in. And as I'm blending in, I feel like it does kind of remove some, so it doesn't look very heavy. This would be more of a sheer, to me, this is very sheer to medium coverage. You can build it up if you like. I always bring it down the chin area, a little on the ear area, just so it looks a little bit more blended all over. All right, we're nice and blended. I notice the cheek areas where my redness kind of peeps through. I'll just put a tiny bit more. If you do the tapping motion, it kind of helps it to saturate in those areas. I'm gonna blend out any lines from this shortly. I'm gonna run right into my all over cream bronzer. It's the Huda Beauty. This is in shade Fair. I usually do a combination of Fair and I think it's Light, but today we're just gonna do the one. So since I'm doing the cream contour, I'm just gonna use the same brush, and right away that's gonna warm up my skin, kind of bring back that tan. Also gonna create that natural glow. I take a little into the chin area because I want to contour so I don't look as double chinned. A little up on the chin because this is where the sun would naturally hit. And then I'm going to take it onto my nose. So I'm just going to do just a light dusting, if you will. Less is more. This isn't a full contour, heavy contour look. This is just to bring a little color back into the skin, make it look a little more natural. What's great is that if you ever do too much of this, you can always just take a blender, gather real techniques, and just kind of pat out any areas that you're not happy with. Just like so. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of concealing. Tarte Shape Tape, always a go-to. This is in Fair Light Neutral. I'm just doing a little bit because this is not a full heavy look. Go ahead and blend that out with my sponge here. Just quick little tapping. You don't really want to wipe it away because it will leave you patchy if you do that. Okay, I just blended out on my eyelids a little of the concealer and under. Now I'm going to do a quick bake. Now I don't always bake, especially if I'm wearing like a heavier foundation, but even when I'm in a hurry, I need to do a little baking just because it's gonna hold everything in place. You don't want to do all this hard work and then it just disappears. So I'm taking the Huda Beauty, I have the lid, I pour everything in the lid, but it's the Sugar Cookie Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. Put a little on the sponge, kind of your typical bake. Boom, and just under the eye. I carry it out. I do a few pats because I really want it to get in there. Some people wonder if that dries out your under eye. Well, it could, depending on which product you're using. I find that this Huda Beauty one is fantastic. It is a little perfumey, but I don't mind it. So as that's setting, I'm going to take my loose powder brush and just take the excess and just kind of just pat in, tap it in. Not rubbing, just kind of doing this patting technique. Because with the Radiant Defense, it is SPF, has SPF inside, so I don't care to look very dewy personally. I don't want to look dry either, but if you just kind of tap it in, it's gonna give you that nice glow that you want, but it's also gonna control any oils or super shininess. So we're gonna let that sit, warm to the skin, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a tiny bit of blush. I don't wear a ton because I'm naturally pink cheeked. So I'm just gonna hit it right here. Once again, just tapping. I put obviously just a tiny bit. I would normally go back in with just a little Hoola powder bronzer, just because even though in a hurry, I really want to make my face look as bronze goddessy as I can. So we're just re-hitting those areas. The point of the cream contour under is that when your makeup starts to slowly fade, as it will throughout the day, when you hit it with the powder on top, now you have another layer underneath. So as it wears, you're gonna still see all that hard work pop through. It's not just gonna disappear once you know, hug someone or with your mask. It's not just gonna rub off. All right, so highlighter. Actually, let me dust off my bake really fast. Just a loose brush. And as I do it, I kind of blend back into the other areas just so you don't have just one stripe. You have more of a evening out of lines. And see, it just kind of disappears. I always try to use the excess just to go in the crease areas where it might break apart. All right, so I'm gonna take my highlighter here, my highlighter brush. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome, very popular, very reasonably priced. This is in the shade Molten Gold. They have several. I also like the Rose Gold. just a little under the eyebrow, a little on the cheekbones, nose, a little forehead. Not everyone does the lips. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, and so as you can tell, this is like my blank canvas now. Now from here I can decide if I'm gonna wear eyeshadow or not. I am, because I just got my new Natasha Denona bronze palette, even though I have it full of fingerprints already. Boop, there it is. Very excited about it. Check out those, gorgeous. Still gonna continue with that quick look. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush, make sure any creases are tapped out. I'm gonna take just this neutral light shade. Very pigmented, a little more pigmented than I thought. That's okay. And remember, this is quick, so I'm not gonna be doing like any cut creases, nothing, no intense artistry here. This is just kind of all over the lid, not too much focused on the inner corner, mainly on the outer, and just the circle movements to blend, blend, blend. I'm gonna go kind of high up, but not too high. I still want my brow bone to be lighter. Doing a little tapping, put a little more on this side. I don't usually do my makeup with the ring light, so I'm noticing like it is affecting the way I'm seeing things. I'm gonna use my mirror. Yeah, good stuff. Ooh, super pretty color, like really pretty brown with a little bit of like orange undertone. I'm gonna take a little shimmer. Let's just go in for it. We'll do alloy. Oh, that is really orange. Let me see. Maybe silk. Both pretty, but I think silk wins just because it's not as orange. It's kind of copper, but very pretty. Yeah, I'm just using my fingertip because, like I said, it's a new palette, so I wasn't sure how the fallout was gonna be, but with the fingertip, I'm not noticing like any fallout. But I'm gonna go ahead and just take more of a flat brush. I'm just gonna gently wet it with my wipe here, just to give it a little more grab, just so I can use the flat part and just do a little more defining on the inner corner. You can just use fingertips, but because I have fingernails right now, it's a little harder to get in there. Okay. So just kind of mainly focusing on the inner, slightly toward the middle, and just kind of fanning it out so it blends nice. And you can do this with pretty much any combination of colors, depending on if you're wanting to do more bronze, more gold. Some people do like more pearl, rose gold, whatever shimmer you're using. It just depends on what look you're going for. That'll do. There's other colors in here I really want to use, but we'll skip. So what I used on top originally, I'm just going to take a little bit under just to help define my eye a little bit. My eyes are on the smaller side, more closed, so I feel like when I do this, you can see it just opens up my eye and it defines it more. And we're using all the same color scheme, top and bottom, so you can wear this anywhere. And if you, in the evening, want to dress it up, just throw a little darker brown in there. You could even do a little shaded black just in the outer, like eyeliner, powder eyeliner, and that'll take it from a day look to a night look. You can even add more glitter if you're into that. I'm gonna go back real quick with this fluffy brush just to kind of meld the colors a little little bit more. Creates more of that glowing natural look, gets rid of any harsh lines. Super pretty. Love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my, let me sweep off a little bit with my mascara. I use Lash Boost, but I still have super light eyelashes. Like, even though they're really long ones, you're gonna see the difference once I apply my mascara, how long my eyelashes actually are now. I like Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. This is just like my go-to all the time because I just like the wand and the bristles, the way it is, the way it's tapered at the tip. I don't mess up as much. It doesn't, you know, get all over the place. See, I barely touched them. But see, with the tapered tip, when you're going on the inner lashes, you don't tend to smudge as much on the nose or the upper eyelid. So I just usually do a few swoops, and then I'll go from the bottom, wiggle it in, and then up. Wiggle it in, and then up. And then just kind of doing that a couple times from side to side. And then on the outer. I'm gonna do this on the other side real quick. Okay, I just applied my mascara on both sides. It's just mascara, no falsies. You can see that my eyelashes are super long and full. Obviously the mascara gave it that deep dark color, but the actual length is from my Lash Boost that I use from Rodan & Fields. So I'm gonna go ahead and take our newest product, which is the Rodan & Fields Brow Defining Boost. I'm gonna learn it. I keep wanting to say Brow Boost because I'm used to Lash Boost, but this is Brow Defining Boost. This is in the shade Light. It comes in a little tube like this. And I'm gonna see what it looks like with a full face of makeup on, even though it's a quick face. This just goes to show that this product can be used with makeup or without. So if you've seen my other photos, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is the shade Light, like I mentioned, so it is very light. My hair is a soft brown with blonde highlight, so I feel like this is really nice for more of a natural look. You want to make sure you're scraping the skin, meaning touching the skin when applying, because it contains the Lash Boost technology. It's going to help the eyebrows. And you can build it up for more color. Could even use a darker color from the 4 shades that's available. And there you have one side. I'm going to go ahead and take my Lash Boost. I'm going to go ahead and take my Brow Defining Boost from Rodan & Fields and apply it to my left eyebrow. It's already on my right side. So I'm sort of starting at the bottom, kind of similar to what you do with your lashes, just kind of wiggle it in ever so slightly. That's what's going to help fill in those little sparse areas. Wow. I'm used to using multiple eyebrow products every time I do my eyebrows, so I'm like, oh, I'm only using one. This is kind of weird, but awesome. I am going to build it up a little bit. You can see I did on the other side already. And over time of using this product, I'm going to notice naturally fuller, thicker eyebrows. So yeah, I mean, it does still take a little bit of building, you know, it's not just like, I'm done. But, you know, because you want to make sure the hairs are going in the right direction, you're getting that desired look you're going for. But I can truthfully say, this is awesome. I'm not that girl that has like those very natural full brows, you know, like that natural gorgeous eyebrow look, but this is kind of faking it out. It's making it look like I do. I love it. It's fantastic. And this is going to help my eyebrows stay in place all day. It's not going to leave a waxy or stiff feeling, but it is going to help keep them in place. So there you have it. Super pretty. Okay, last step. Now to finish off my lips, I'm going to use a little lip liner. This is shade 102 Beige Babe in the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. Just gonna drag that along. Okay, I have that my lips are outlined. I'm going to go ahead and take my Huda Beauty in shade Prom Night. This is the Huda Beauty matte lipstick. They're so pretty, and I love that they're magnetic. No? Just me? Okay. I just got it in a couple days ago. I've already been using it like crazy because I love it. Such a pretty color. And I love the matte look to it, but it's not drying. It's a really pretty nude. It has a slight pinkish undertone, but not too pink. It's more brown than pink. There you go. That's my quick go-to makeup. I hope you enjoyed.